Welcome to the Fresh Mint Podcast, where we are closing the generation gap one conversation at a time. I am Kev Mintz, and my partner on mic number 2 is
Josh Mintz.
Thank you for tuning in. This is an entertaining old school, new school debate.
Again, we welcome you to the Lion's Den. This is episode
number 2.
Okay, today we're doing a recap of the NBA Finals. And what we're going to do is talk about Game 1. But first, I want to take an old school moment. And, being that we're talking old school, new school, our old school moment of the day will be the 20th anniversary of The Wire. My man Josh Mintz watched The Wire for the first time yesterday, and I think he was tripping out a little bit about everything that he saw on The Wire. He's just coming of age, so this was new to him, and I don't think he's ever even seen a typewriter before, and McNulty was using a typewriter on the show. And I think you were tripping about the dress too, right? What their clothes and so forth.
When I saw how low the pants were, how long the pants were on there, I was like, it's
the
like
Cat's in the Hood.
Right, the Cat's in the Hood. It's like his pants was to his feet. I'm like, is this how they dressed back then? Like in the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Because I know it's all different now.
Right.
But back then, the clothing was different.
Right.
So that kind of got my eyes on that. I was like, wow, okay.
Okay, then. So that's our old school moment. We will always want to try to, hit you with an old school moment, and he's going to be hitting me with a new school moment at some point in time. But I want to move on to the recap on game 1, and we had a big surprise. The Celtics pulled off the improbable upset, and Al Horford was huge in that game.
The thing is, I didn't even know he had 26 points. It seemed like he had like around 10 points, 12 points, but them threes, man. He shot the ball well. The whole squad shot the ball well.
Yeah, I mean, we had a conversation about that. The Warriors are the ones considered the 3-point shooting team, and I said that, Boston is capable, of having those kind of breakout games. So, and they pulled off a really, really strong performance from the 3-point line.
They showed the Warriors that we can shoot threes too. They showed them that game that they can shoot threes too. We got shoot on the team. We could play along with y'all. And they came back that fourth quarter. They came strong 40-16, and they had a 14-0 run, which was big for them.
Right. Now I wasn't sure if that was if it was a 14-0 run or a 17-0 run.
Right.
I'm looking at my notes, and I'm not sure exactly which one it was, but whatever it was, the Dubs had a dub. Mm-hmm. They didn't score anything during that run, and the C's basically took over the game. And I'm wondering, where was Gary Payton II?
Right. They according to Bleacher Report, they said that Gary Payton was available for Game 1.
Right.
But we didn't see him the whole game. I was looking forward for him to come to the game, but we didn't see him. That was a little interesting by Steve Kerr, especially on the defensive side.
Right.
But we'll see about that.
Well, let's see. The C's had 26 from Al Horford, 24 from Jaylen Brown. That was a 50-point spot there. And
Derek White had 21.
Ooh, Derek White.
He's been playing. from that Miami Heat series, ever since that Miami Heat series, he has played well. He has showed up.
He shot well. He shot well in that series, and he came out in game one, and I think um, he forced things on the Dubs to really try to get out to that corner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go back for a second. In that first quarter, amazing first quarter for Chef Curry. Amazing first quarter.
He had a show. I'm not surprised of how he played in the first quarter because I know we've seen Steph Curry do this all the time.
Right.
But for game one, that was a good. Despite the loss, great performance by Steph Curry.
Definitely, he ended with 34. I think that the adjustments the C's made from the second quarter on, getting more physical with him.
Right.
They were basically going underneath the pick
Right.
in the first quarter, and you don't give the Chef that kind of room. You know, it's hand down, man down, and he showed them for sure what he was about. But they picked it up in the second quarter going on from there, and they put some wood on him.
Right.
They put some wood on him, and I was a little concerned after a while because it seemed as though he had a donut in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they now have to make the adjustment, you know, coming into the second half. But other guys weren't there. They didn't show.
I was surprised, you know, Clay Thompson didn't show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had 15 points in that game. And Jordan Poole didn't show up as well.
Right.
So that was the thing about the Warriors about losing that game. I think Wiggins played really well in his first game.
Yeah.
His first finals game.
First finals, Wiggins looked comfortable.
He looked relaxed.
He looked relaxed, yes. He looked relaxed. He was comfortable out there. And he put together a nice line for his night. We needed, you know, Clay and Jordan to actually give us more.
Right.
And I'm expecting them to do something tonight.
And my man, Automatic.
Oh, man.
Otto Porter.
Otto Porter, yes. Wilt Chamberlain.
Baby Wilt Chamberlain. That man went 4 for 4 from 3.
Right.
He had 12 off the bench. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
His first finals as well. I'm happy for him, what he was going through in his career.
Right.
And for him to come to the Warriors and play in his first finals.
Yeah.
Happy for him.
Yes, definitely. Otto definitely played well. I think that we're going to see a different Dubs team tonight.
Oh yes, looking forward to it.
I'm thinking that they're going to come out with something else, and we'll see how to seize if they can continue with the momentum that they've built.
I have a feeling in game 2, Clay Thompson is going to bounce back.
It's a bounce back game. Well, you know, Clay doesn't. You know,
he don't play around.
He doesn't fool around. He's going to definitely take that that bad game personally. Right. So
and let's hope and hopefully. We'll see if the Celtics can get in that same run they did in the last game.
Right.
With them threes, you know.
Right.
All them cats. Marcus Smart, that boy shot the ball well.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown was in his bag. Everybody. I mean, Tatum, even though Tatum didn't had a good performance in shooting.
Right.
His playmaking was good. He had a double-double. He had a 13 assists.
13 assists, right. Yes. So I think that Jason is going to be another person that's going to bounce back offensively, you know, on his scoring. Yeah, right. I think that's going to change. Now
for the C's defense, I saw a clip on IG when Marcus Smart was wired, and he said to his team, "This ain't the Miami Heat series."
Right.
You know, they left Curry open, having all that space.
Right.
This ain't the Miami Heat series. This is different.
Yeah.
So yeah. I like what he did, what he told his team.
Right.
And I think that's what the adjustment was.
Okay.
Going into the second half and how they're gonna play Steph Curry physical, and they're gonna do that the whole series.
They put him on the floor a few times.
Yeah,
They put him on the floor a few
and
times.
Steph Curry was in foul trouble, and
Right.
I feel like they're gonna stick to that this
Right.
whole series if they want to win the finals.
You know, and I have to say though, after watching Milwaukee and watching Miami, it was refreshing to see a defensive team play clean.
Yes.
I mean, you can look at physicality in a lot of different ways in basketball. You know, guys know when you're trying to hurt them. Guys know when you're doing things that are dirty. And, you know, we all know when we see it. Guys roll up your legs. We saw that with Philly.
Right.
The grabbing and holding, you know. And the referees see it too, but for some reason, they act like it's WWE sometimes. But this was refreshing to see some really good defense, hard-nosed defense, but clean.
Clean.
I definitely enjoyed it. These are two good defensive teams, but nobody's out there trying to hurt anybody to the point of putting you out of the series like that. That's dirty play.
Right.
So it's going to be good. It's going to be good to see everybody who needs to bounce back, and
hopefully we
put
see that
together
tonight.
some good basketball.
See that, some good basketball for both teams tonight. I feel it's going to be a close game as well. So far the Celtics have home court advantage. If the Dubs can tie it up, we'll see who's going to get the home court advantage in Game 3.
Right.
And now Games 3 and 4 is going to be in Boston. You know how Boston is.
Right.
That TD Garden, that energy is crazy over there.
Right. Now they split the series during the season.
Right.
They won on each other's court. So Warriors know how to put together a strong win on the road.
Right.
They can do it, but it's going to definitely be tough in a finals game. It's going to be different.
Right.
It's going to be different.
And like we said, the Celtics are really good at playing on the road.
Right.
So they get this win tonight.
Ooh.
It's going to be crazy and going to their home court. So
speaking of old school, danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Now, I don't know if he knows what that is, but we'll see.
I'm not sure what that is. And I just got some breaking news. Andre Iguodala's out for Game 2 with the neck injury.
Okay.
I remember he had a little problems with that during the playoffs.
Right.
He played his first game.
Game one
of
the playoffs.
Playoffs. And now they're saying that he's out for Game 2. And also, Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder is planning on stepping down as the head coach despite 2 years remaining on his contract.
Okay.
That's
big news.
Yeah.
That's big news. I think that the Jazz may have exhausted all of their resources as far as they've probably gone as far as they can go.
Right.
As the team is constituted right now. And I think that Quinn is probably seeing the writing on the wall that they're not going to go anyplace at this point. And it's time for him to move on. They're probably tuning him out as it is, but the issues with the big man in the middle, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, has been an issue probably now for like the last couple of seasons with the COVID situation.
Right.
And Donovan not giving him the ball.
Right. A lot of miscommunication between them two.
Right.
We heard a couple of times that they were arguing in the locker room.
Right.
All that stuff. So
I mean, they kept it in house, but you can tell that something was spilling over.
Something was wrong
in the performance on the floor.
Right.
I think they tried to mask it as long as they could. So this could be a big breakup. I mean, if Quinn is leaving, I think they'll start, taking the pieces from the team and start moving them out and trying to rebuild.
Yeah, do a rebuild. Move all the guys on that team. Especially Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
Right. I think Donovan would like to return to the hometown,
Yeah,
to MSG and
MSG.
make something happen here. So that would be, you would have to give up some assets though to get him in the building. So I mean, they would have to make some, considerations for the Utah Jazz. But I think it'd be great.
I think it would have to be like a trade or a signing trade.
Right.
I think it should be Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks for Julius Randle because they're both stars on their team.
Right. Right.
And
well, they have to match up the money, so we have to see where the money's at, and then they could put together a package that would send Julius out there.
I don't want the Knicks moving R.J. Barrett. I think Donovan Mitchell, R.J. Barrett together will be a good backcourt.
Right.
Donovan will have the ball in his hand.
Right.
R.J. will do what he have to do.
Yeah, he's starting to blossom into that star role for the Knicks, that important core player for the Knicks, and I think that he would be I think he would be doing well with a player like Donovan Mitchell. I think they could bounce off each other's, some good basketball. So,
Right.
No pun intended with the bounce.
Right. Anyways, yeah. So that was the breaking news of the Utah Jazz situation and Andre Iguodala being out for Game 2.
Iggy being out. He played well in Game 1. I mean,
Right.
he probably shouldn't have played in the fourth quarter as much.
Mm-hmm.
I was really surprised not to see Peyton in that situation, especially when things were starting to get away from them, and he's a defender. I mean, Andre is experienced. They try to put all their experience on the floor, but it's not like you weren't going to get some value from him if he was out there.
Right.
So if he's not hurt, I think that you could have rested Iggy at that point and maybe not be in this situation today. But
yeah, I mean, he hasn't played the whole playoffs, so I was a little concerned why they let him play
as long as they did, right?
as long as they did,
Right.
because I feel like now him playing Game 1 kind of messed up, the rotation of what the Warriors do.
Right.
I'm surprised I didn't really see Damian Lee.
Right.
He's mostly in the rotation.
Right.
Gary Payton as well. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should have rested Andre Iguodala.
Right, down the stretch. It was definitely a situation where they could have gone in a different direction, and we saw the result. But okay, I know there's some other news that came up during the end of the week. So I don't know if you want to address that first thing from Adam Silver.
Yeah, from Adam Silver says the NBA is willing to change the 82-game schedule if it leads to less injuries.
Okay, what do you think
your
about
thoughts?
that? Oh, my thoughts.
Yeah, what's your thoughts? You
okay.
go first.
That's really I don't really have a good feeling about trying to change what has historically been the way the league has done things for years. I mean, yeah, they've made some subtle changes at some point, but to go down in the number of games, I think with guys already doing load management as they call it, they've tried to stop that, and then they think that this would be the answer to it. I don't believe so. We have gone through so many X number of years where you have star players physically able to compete in an 82 game season without issue. You have some guys that are breaking down, but you need to figure out why they're breaking down without, talking about the number of games because you've had so many guys over the years not breaking down. Now, if you look at a situation with a player like
I would say Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, now,
Um,
no way did the 82 game season cause his injuries because they came out of the bubble in 2020.
right. He had problems in 2021 in the playoffs against the Phoenix Suns.
Okay,
So it's been happening and it happened like in 30 games this season.
right. Now, he had a shortened season in the bubble.
Right.
Also, not only was the bubble like a second season, but prior to that, they only had played about 40 to 50 games.
Right.
Then they stopped everything for almost 3 months.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
they started back in the bubble, and that was a shortened, abbreviated season. And then he gets hurt in the following season before you even get to 50 something games. So 82 had nothing to do with Anthony Davis getting hurt.
Mm-hmm. Or anybody in general.
Or Zion Williamson.
Right.
He wasn't playing.
He even played a whole season this year.
So, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And then when you start talking about other issues that might come up from that, I don't believe it's a good response in saying we should shorten it. We should shorten it.
Yeah.
That's just what I think at this point. So,
and I feel like shortening the season will mess up, the players, repetition of how they play in the season.
Right.
Suppose a team is on a 10-game winning streak, and realize, oh shoot, the regular season about to be over. Now it's time for playoffs. Now, if they shorten the season, the question is, will they take out the All-Star game? Will they take out the dunk contest, 3-point contest?
Right.
That.
And then you have a team that might have started slow, and they're getting on a run.
Right.
They get a chance to ramp it up, and then all of a sudden the season ends because you're at 60 or maybe 70 games,
right.
And that last 12 might have got you into the playoffs, might have got you into the play-in, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So it's not something that I think is going to work conducively for everyone, around the league.
First, you decided to add the play-in.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, you want to shorten the season?
Right. But now, you have Richard Jefferson had a take on it on NBA Today and on ESPN, and I think we're going to take a listen to Richard Jefferson's take on it, and then we'll pick it up after the on the other side of the clip.
The season? Like, how much more do we have to make this coddling and all of this stuff go with the players? It makes absolutely no sense. Professional sports is not good on your body. It's supposed to separate the people that can do it from the people that can't do it. And while we do want our best product on the floor, part of greatness is longevity. That's what Michael Jordan, that's what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that's what LeBron James, all of these guys, we talk about their greatness over a long period of time. And to keep eliminating this and dialing back to the point where it's like there's nothing else for the players to do. I think it is a joke. I think they should never do this. Now, if you were talking about the in-season tournament, I think that's 100% maybe if you wanted to just have a little bit more space. But this right here is the epitome of coddling players to make sure that everything is okay. On top of the fact that players are taking rest days. On top of the fact that they're taking rest days.
Wow. Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, man.
He put a lot out there. I mean, there's a lot to think about when it comes to those points that he made. He did a good job of expressing it. You know, I don't consider that bloviating or anything. I think he expressed it. He expressed it well. The league is changing so much, and it's changing fast, and they have to be careful, you know, because organically basketball, you know, we know that it's not what it was in the '90s, you know, the '80s and the '90s when guys like Doc and even when Mike came in, and when Mike came in and when he left, it was already changing a lot. So Bron came in, and now Bron is about to go in the next few years. It's changing even more. So
Yeah.
they have to be careful not to really water it down, but so much. I mean, they've done a lot of things to water down the game and to change the game. The way the product is put out there for the fan, you know, they have to be careful.
Yeah, they have to be careful. You know, they can mess up things a lot in the league, and it's like you said, every year from when Doc left, from when Mike left the league,
Yeah.
and even when Kobe left the league.
Right, exactly.
You know,
So
like Richard Jefferson said, the greatness of these players, it's just gonna mess up their opportunity to be, you know, for them to be the best player in the leagues.
you know, and we always talk about injuries are a part of the game. So I
Right.
mean, you have to account for that, but you also have to account for the comeback and for the guy who's playing through, you know, pain, playing. You know, Kobe wasn't that guy who would step away because of his finger was broke. You know,
Or he sprained his ankle.
or sprained the ankle. Tape it up. I'll be back out there in a few minutes, guys.
Right.
You just hold it down till I get back. You know, I mean, okay, we don't expect guys to all of a sudden, you know, they're not football players, so we don't expect them to go, you know, overboard. But there's something to be accounted for a person that puts it on the line like that.
Right.
You know, so that one's that's a little tricky. I'm not really feeling that one without Adam Silver right now.
Yeah.
And I know there's another little tidbit from Adam Silver.
Yeah, another breaking news. Adam Silver says that the NBA is considering making all NBA teams positionless.
Okay, so that's the awarded team, the All NBA first team, second team, third team, and positionless would mean that you're coddling now to Jokic, Embiid, and what's a third center that might be
Rudy Gobert.
even Rudy Gobert. You can make first team now, and you'd be discounting a forward, stretch four, or a guard even might get knocked out of the box in first team, and his incentives in his contract based on this kind of setup where you would have we're sorry, Mr. Embiid, you didn't get the MVP this year, but we'll make sure that you're first team All Pro, All NBA. Another Adam Silver is I don't know. These are reaches as far as I'm concerned. These are reaches because you're trying to coddle your superstars or your stars, I guess you would say, and you know, even considering these kind of things, it's like the person that's driving in front of you when you're going up the street on a street, and they stop to let somebody out. That's nice of you to do that, but you're not considering the person that's behind you, waiting to keep going.
Right.
So it's like you forgetting about the guards and the small forwards, and everybody else who's worked hard all year to try to get these awards and trying to get an incentive laden contract fulfilled. So I don't believe that he's considering that part of it.
Yeah, we all like different positions to be on first team, second team,
And third team.
and
right.
third team, but to just have positionless players like a center on first team and no guards or anything it's unfair for other positions if
Right.
they're out there doing what they're doing, putting up numbers,
Right.
and their team is winning.
Right.
So, for example, like if they put MB, the Joker, and Rudy Gobert in the first team, but you don't put guys like Chris Paul
Right.
or Devin Booker or Donovan Mitchell
Right.
that have teams that are winning
Right.
and they're putting up numbers every game the whole season, it's just like it's unfair. It's
Right.
very unfair. So what Adam Silver,
Is considering
is considering to do, it like we said, it's messing up the league and he's in trouble.
Right. Okay, well, I think we're going to get ready for this.
Also,
We're going to get ready for the game 2 of the series, and we probably will get back to you with another recap right after that is coming up, and we have a little shout out, to the game 1 MVP.
right, Al Horford.
Right.
Happy 36th birthday to him.
Okay.
He's the second oldest player in NBA history to record 25-plus points in their finals debut, the most three-pointers in NBA finals debut, and the 5-time All-Star is also the first Dominican to play in the NBA finals.
Wow. Okay. Happy birthday, Al.
Happy birthday, Big Al.
And it's 36 and
Still young.
6 3-pointers in that game. That was a good job by him. Boston, shouts. But I'm still with the Warriors as of now. My son is with,
I'm with the Boston Celtics.
yep. So the C's are on for it tonight, and we're going to see what happens. And my game 2 prediction.
I'm going with the C's again.
Ooh, 2-0.
I got the C's winning. I'm gonna say 8 or 10 points. They won. You predicted that the Warriors gonna win game 1 by 12, and
Right.
it was the opposite.
They lost by 12.
And they lost by 12.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with the Celtics to winning by like 8 or 10 points.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go bounce back, and I'm taking the Warriors tonight to tie this thing up, and I have them winning by 10.
Okay.
All right.
So we both agree that both of our teams gonna win by 10.
Now we're flip flopping a little bit. You took the Warriors first game.
I was gonna say Warriors because they have, the finals experience.
Exactly. I mean, I
And
think
we all
everybody was going with them.
Yeah.
I think everybody was going with them with game 1. But, a nice shock. I mean, we got a lot of respect for the Celtics.
They're big and physical.
Yeah.
Like we said with Al Horford on the court,
Right.
they spread the floor. But it's.
Well, I think it's going to be a bounce back. I'm going to take my dubs tonight. We got to tie it up in order for this thing to go 7. So if we don't, there's going to be a problem. Go down 2-0 against a team heading home. It's going to be tough.
Very tough.
So I'm looking at a 1-1 after the night. We want to thank you for coming to the Lion's Den and taking the time to listen to the episode.
Be a part of our old school versus new school debate.
Leave a comment on an old school topic.
Or a new school one. or just your thoughts on the episode.
Peace, love, dove.
And blessings to everybody.
Yeah, so don't change with the weather. Whoops and beans, most of the way it counts to 10. It's happening, I wish I could.